What's going on, Jerome's? So, Kirky Jerome, Ezekiel Cousins. Well, no, he doesn't get the name anymore. Kirk Cousins signing with the Falcons. And by the way, you've seen it in the media. We said 100% once Kirk leaves the Vikings, the media is going to fawn over him as like the second coming. Oh, the Falcons. Oh, they're contenders. Oh, Lord, fantasy stock up on all these guys. It's just weird how the second Kirk Cousins leaves the Vikings, he goes from this garbage time, overpaid stat stuffing loser with one career playoff win to Matthew Stafford 2.0. It's just like Stafford joining the Rams. It's so pathetic. It's as much pathetic as it was predictable. Like, you knew that was going to happen. But the main question for the Vikings now, even though Kwesi is certainly cooking in free agency, what's going to happen with Justin freaking Jefferson? Now he's headed into his fifth-year option, and the Vikings want to extend him long-term. JJ obviously wants to get a deal done as well, but could he have some questions about what's going on with the Vikings? Now, yes, JJ deserves to get paid. That doesn't seem to be an impediment with the Vikings right now. Vikings obviously know that he deserves to get his cash as well. Kwesi and Brzezinski have done an amazing job cleaning up some of the bad veteran contracts from the Spielman years, and the Vikings are in very good cap shape this season, even with the void year dead cap hits from Cousins and Daniil and Davenport, and also have $100 million plus as of right heading into 2025. So the Vikings are in very good shape to pay Justin Jefferson as the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history, both in terms of average as well as guarantee. Yes, I think the Vikings could and should get that done. But of course, we know, JJ has an affinity for Justin Jefferson. JJ has an affinity for, well, I'm sure he has an affinity for Justin Jefferson, but he has an affinity for Kirk Cousins too. I mean, he's been the starting quarterback that he's known throughout his career. He was the guy that throwing him the rock in the first 3 years when he was breaking all those records. And JJ has developed a love for Kirk Cousins, and kind of sucks to see him go, but he understands that the business is the business. And now the Vikings. So you look around the interwebs. Everyone's got jokes, right? And it's okay. I mean, jokes are supposed to be funny. Not that I would know. But, of course, everyone's like, oh, well, Kirk Cousins is gone. And also he's the second coming of Jesus Christ with the Falcons. And the Vikings, they signed Sam Darnold. And Sam Darnold is their quarterback, and it's the future forever and ever. Amen. Because, the Vikings are never drafting a quarterback this year. I mean, why would they ever do that? So, basically they're saying, like, oh, I mean, Justin Jefferson should be demanding a trade out of Minnesota because you go from Kirk Cousins, Sam Darnold, and blah, 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 blah. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. And just remember, until Justin Jefferson tweets something out, it's time for a new beginning, or put something up on the gram, or there's a report from reliable sources that Justin Jefferson is unhappy and demanding a trade, it's all just media speculation and, frankly, people just making up stuff. That's exactly what it is right now, because the Vikings would be idiots to trade Justin Jefferson. And with JJ, like, he knew that this was a possibility. Like, JJ's a smart dude. He knows that the business is the business. And, hey, I know that people are upset that the Vikings didn't draft their future franchise quarterback yesterday, but that's not how the calendar works. I mean, I'm sorry that the NFL scheduled the draft at the end of April versus on March 11th. Anyways, JJ knew that Kirk could leave in free agency, and we said that potential hang up on JJ signing his extension is he wants to know who the quarterback is going to be, and the Vikings could and should be looking to draft their quarterback of the future. Whether it's maneuvering up and getting Drake May or Jaden Daniels or J.J. McCarthy, or maneuvering in the back end of the first and getting Penix or Nix or Rattler or Pratt or whoever. But of course, we know the Skull SU connection. I feel like J.J. would like that a lot. But also, it's noteworthy, too, because, I mean, J.J. still put up numbers, especially with Nick Mullen at the end of the season. So all the narratives is like, well, JJ can't produce without Kirk Cousins, so he should demand a trade. Stupid. It's ludicrous. It's idiotic. And also, JJ and Addison forming one of the best wide receiver duos in the National Football League. Hockenson coming back eventually and forming that tripod again. I mean, whoever is going to be at quarterback, you're walking into a fantastic situation. And it's probably rookie TBD, but for the time being, it could be Sam Darnold as a bridge quarterback. And also, I mean, people forget, Sam Darnold was the number 3 overall pick for a reason. Sam Darnold had a ton of hype coming out of USC. Sam Darnold was rumored ruined by Adam Gase and the Jets and hadn't really gotten another opportunity because Darnold needed a lot of mechanical work coming out of USC, a lot of technical stuff, and he will get it here with the Vikings, with McCown and Kevin O'Connell. And also, you got great tackles with Darrisaw and O'Neal. You're probably going to have a running game now, hopefully, with Ty Chandler and Aaron Jones. And also, you have probably the best trio of pass catchers in JJ and Addison and Hawkinson. So, yes, JJ deserves his money. Yes, it's JJ's prerogative to figure out who the quarterback of the future is going to be before he puts pen to paper. But, I mean, the draft is coming up at the end of April. It wouldn't shock me if JJ is just sort of waiting. Just wait and see who the Vikings land as the quarterback of the future. And if he likes what he sees, he's going to ink that deal. And I think that's what's going to happen this Vikings offseason. And I know that people want to poo-poo on Kwesi because that's what people do. But this has been a good offseason for the Vikings. And yes, there is still a lot of questions. What happens at quarterback? What happens with JJ? What happens with the interior defensive and interior offensive line? Fully understand that. But it's almost like yesterday was the first day of the real offseason. A lot of questions left, but a lot of time, and the Vikings do have the ammunition to have a lot of answers. So I think we'll be good to go. And again, until media can speculate all they want, but until there is something tangible of JJ formally requesting a trade, it's all just BS. It's all just BS, and people trying to have a narrative that they want out there. So it's whatever. But your thoughts are thoughts. How does Justin Jefferson feel about the Vikings offseason thus far? Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.